Power bill through the roof? At 320 Solar, that power bill will be no more. In fact, about 90% of our customers report lower solar payments than with electricity. That's more power in your pocket. 320 Solar. Power up. Going solar with 320 may cost you nothing down. But the work we do is not a $0 job. With a 10-year roof penetration warranty and solar panels guaranteed for 25 years, you can have peace of mind knowing we will do the job right every time without question. .320 Solar. Power up.
Come to Sam Ash for hundreds of exclusive holiday deals on music and sound gear from the most iconic brands. Save big on professional and starter guitars, drums, digital pianos, horns, violins, DJ, and electronic production equipment. Supercharge your home studio with deals on podcasting, streaming, and AV equipment like speakers, microphones, headphones, and acoustic treatment. Plus, with 36 months no-interest financing on thousands of items, you can get the gear of your dreams right now. From our incredible selection and service to our lowest price guarantee for over 95 years, real musicians know you only go to Sam Ash.
You're now in the Sports Web, a sports talk show for the hardcore fan. Bring your passion, bring your excitement, just don't bring any nonsense. Hey guys, what's going on? At halftime, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are leading the Denver Broncos 23-10. I'm your host, Peter Blake of the Sports Web, powered by 320solar.com, along with Mr. Blake Anthony. Let's go out to our double shot here with these boys right here. Mr. Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, best of the Bay, Philip Swagler, editor-in-chief of Bucs Report. Guys, before the end of the half, and I don't know why they do this, you have to explain this to me, they go completely asleep, go completely prevent, and allow the Broncos to get right back into this game. You give the momentum back to the Broncos after a pretty good half of defense and offense and special teams.
Absolutely. What you've done is you gave them confidence coming into the second half, making a slow, methodical drive down there in a 2-minute situation to come down, not get 3, but to get 6. Definitely not good in Tampa Bay.
Guys, what did you see on that? I mean, to me, the defense has played well. You pick up a stupid penalty by Carlton Davis, and then after that, you're allowing guys to go over the middle and do whatever they want to.
Yeah, I think the aggressiveness that they had there in that first quarter and most of the second half, playing that off coverage there in that 2-minute drill. I mean, you want to win this game or you want to blow them out? And I think they want to blow them out from what we saw so far on the defense, which I think the defense have played great up until that 2-minute warning.
We've had our way. And I turned to Phil and I was like, okay, I'd like to see at least suck up, get out for another field goal, if not another touchdown, and stack it up to 30 after that missed extra point. And then, of course, like you said, Peter, they go into like a prevent defense, let them get down the field. We've had our way with them so far today. I don't feel like the game's in any – we get the ball first in the second half as well, so I still feel pretty solid. But that was a bit of an egregious mistake.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Let's look at Brady's numbers. 15 for 24, 166, 3 touchdowns, 2 to Mike Evans, 2 for Mike Evans, 2 catches, 2 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Godwin, of course, gets involved with it. Blake, they set the tone there with Pat O'Connor blocking a punt. We talk about it all the time, Blake. Ray and Phillip, it's all about 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And it came up big to start the first quarter.
Absolutely. And the game started not a way everybody expected. Everybody expect offense to get things rolling or defense to get things rolling. No, it was Pat O'Connor and the special teams that got things rolling with the block and the recovery. And then the go-ahead touchdown to Chris Godwin with a nice stretching for the end zone.
Also, guys, we kind of talked about this, and this was my prediction, and it nearly happened. Rob Gronkowski catches a touchdown, but he's getting more involved in the game. 4 catches for 31 yards. Just missed. Brady just missed him in the end zone there. Talk about that a little bit.
I was telling Phil, we're checking boxes today, right? We have Gronkowski showing up with the 4 receptions. We got OJ with some very nice catches. And you got Shaq Barrett gets off the schneid as far as getting that sack now in his return back to Denver. Yeah. So as far as checking the boxes in this first half, the Bucs have definitely been taking care of that.
Yeah, definitely. And then this is what we talked about in the pregame show, getting everybody involved in the offense. We saw O.J. Howard out there. We saw Scotty Miller make an incredible catch while getting tackled, laying down. That's incredible. That's a concentration that Tampa Bay Ray over here was talking about while we're watching the game. Is everyone seems focused in, laser focused. All right, where's my hands going to be? Where's my head going to be? Where's my body supposed to be? Now, you say that about the offense and defense. I think Carlton Davis is taking those, those cuts a little bit too hard, especially on that last touchdown. If he would have played off that ball a little bit, waited for the ball to catch to see where the ball handler was going, that could have been a prevented touchdown. But I think the offense is finally starting to open up for the Buccaneers, and this is what we really wanted to see.
This is exactly what we wanted to see. You talked about O.J. Howard, a big-time catch. Go ahead.
If he got rolling, Gronkowski. Didn't I just tell y'all that? Didn't I just tell y'all that?
That's why we got you on here,
O.J. Howard catching. Gronkowski is going to start catching. Wow, look how that works.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other parts that you guys touched. I just want to touch real quick. Carlton Davis, 2. I know we said the one. He actually screwed up twice on that last 2 minutes. It was the pass interference and the touchdowns. Phil said he's trying to jump a route that you don't need to jump. The clock is your friend. You make the tackle short of the end zone, make them kick the 3. You go to halftime with 3 and not 7. Then the last part is we're almost at the same part we were last week with the Panthers with a 21-point lead. It was going to be the same up until that point, but still, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish, and they need to finish this game.
How did they finish this game, boys? I mean, did they go? And we're gonna hold off on the phone calls. We got our phone line fixed, but how did they finish this game in your opinion here, Ray and Phil?
For me, I want to see this running game. I got to see what they're going to do with this running game because they're still looking like they're not exactly sure they want to go. And we talked about the fact that maybe they're saving a Leonard Fournette for the third quarter as that the Denver defensive line starts to tire down. It'd be nice to see a lot of and Rojo really did some things in that first half. Yeah. We thought it was actually Fournette on that one run, and it was Rojo when he powered through. What did he carry 3 or 4 or 5 guys with him on that carry?
That's one thing I wanted to bring up real quick. Ryan Jensen on that specific play. gets behind Ronald Jones, pushes him. Not only does he push him, he has that extra arm on the ball and where the ball is placed on the body, so nobody can rip in there and punch out the ball. But I think ultimately how the Bucs win this game, stop running on first down, first of all. All right, it hasn't been friendly to them today so far. Start using what you guys do best, throw the ball. You have a Mike Evans, you have a Chris Godwin, you have the list goes on. We repeat ourselves day in and day out about it. Use those weapons to your advantage right now, because I don't think the Denver Broncos really have an answer for it.
Yeah, I don't think they have an answer either, and they've shut down Driscoll, although, like I said before the half, you talked about his mobility issue. That's where the Bucs really have to contain him on that defensive line.
So what they've done is two things that have happened. Well, one the Bucs noticed, and one that the Bucs have noticed too. I said the blitz is off the corner from the corners and the safety, as I broke down on my tape and pregame. You saw Winfield
and Whitehead.
Yep,
both of those guys. And I look to you with Winfield, the way he blitzes, the way they use him. I know you don't like comparisons, but does it remind you a little bit of Honey Badger?
Yeah, Honey Badger was like one of the first guys that was like a multi-switch army knife. So I got your comparison. But I just like, me, I like guys to build their own identity. But yes, he does fit that Honey Badger role, like a roaming safety, almost like a Troy Polamalu, not on that level, but a roamer in the box, making tackles behind the line of scrimmage, sacks and things like that. And Whitehead, hey, he's starting to – that from last year to this year is astronomical.
Well, Blake, I tell you what, after that Whitehead sack, Phil, you turned to me with what? That incredible statistic we weren't aware of.
Oh, yeah, that was actually his first career sack.
Right.
Yeah. Which is amazing because he's such a hard tackler.
He's filling in there, yeah.
Exactly. And I like how they're mixing up those safety blitz, too. To bring that up real quick, they had Antoine Winfield Jr. on the outside on the right side in that first one. And then they put Whitehead right down in the middle, confusing the offensive line.
All right, well, we got to wrap it up here. We got to get you back to your second half of the game. For Philip Schwegler, editor-in-chief of Bucs Report. For Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, best of the Bay, Cup of Ray. For Blake Anthony, Sports Talk 49, I'm your host, Peter Blake. Enjoy the second half of the game. You're now in the Sports Web, a sports talk show for the hardcore fan. Bring your passion, bring your excitement, just don't bring any nonsense.
Power bill through the roof? At 320 Solar, that power bill will be no more. In fact, about 90% of our customers report lower solar payments than with electricity. That's more power in your pocket. 320 Solar.